another escape to gaming. Today I've got an interesting look as to the games coming out next gen. Now some of these are going to be launch titles, some of these will be coming out in the first quarter, but it looks very, very promising. So when I went to GameStop the day after, the first day of E3, I wanted to order my PS4 right away. I really like the PlayStation 4. It's a powerful computer. It delivers fantastic graphics, much like the Xbox One. And it has its own exclusives as the Xbox does. And of course my manager asked me, Dean, would you like to order both? I said, well, I can't right now. I can only order one. And I very carefully made my choice for the PS4. I'm not one of those ones that changes my mind because, you know, whatever is popular is in. I know that once Microsoft reversed the DRM policies and the always online and unlocked the region lock aspect of it, many people, you know, jump ship. Well, that's it. I'm getting an Xbox One. They're scrambling to change your pre-orders. I'm not one of those people. Once I make my mind up for something, that's it. I stick with it. So, same thing with cars too. It's tough. Sometimes I'll take weeks to make a decision, research everything about the cars or truck that I want, and then I go out and I make a choice. So, but my manager did say, well, I'll give you a listing in case you change your mind of what's coming out on both consoles. So I wanted to kind of go over that list with you. You know, for the Xbox One launch titles, Dead Rising 3. Okay, right away, that's a fantastic title. That's going to draw a lot of people in. I wasn't a big fan of Dead Rising 1 and 2, so for me, it's something that I probably wouldn't be a great pull for me to get the Xbox One, but I do like the grittiness and the realism that they've kind of added with the new one. Forza 5, I would have to have that one. It looks like a fantastic game. I love the Forza series very, very much. Killer Instinct, many of you love these older fighting games. I know that's going to be a huge pull for many. Now this Rise, the Son of Rome looks very, very good. This one I'm very intrigued about. Again, I don't know if it's a heavy QuickTime event thing. I'm kind of waiting to see more information on that, but that one, for me personally, looks good. Titanfall, many are looking forward to. Unfortunately, I won't play it because it's a multiplayer-only game, and it could be a timed exclusive. There are rumors that that may also carry over to the PS4, and of course the Minecraft. There's an Xbox edition of Minecraft. It has a huge following, many people like that. Now the Sony exclusives that I'm kind of excited about right off the bat are the Killzone 4, primarily. First and foremost, I love the Killzone series. I have all three of them. I've only played the second one, and I played a little bit of the very first one on the Killzone trilogy, and I love the graphics from what I've seen in the third one as well. So I'm very pumped about you know, the interviews and information that I've seen so far on this Killzone 4. It looks fantastic. The game Knack. Now, the trailer looked good. It looks like it's a really fun game. It could be kind of a return to more of a Ratchet and Clank kind of older style Sony game. So that could be a great family game. I don't want to, you know, knock it just yet. It's just not my cup of tea per se, but it does look interesting. This Order, it's called the Order 1886. Does look very interesting. Kind of reminds me of Dishonored and you know, many other games, kind of like Assassin's Creed. It's an interesting retro look of London. They've kind of mixed and matched several period pieces, set pieces, costumes, things going on that, but it does look interesting. I want to see more on that. It's going to be a heavy, very cinematic game from what I just even read this morning about it, and I'm looking forward to that as well. Diablo 3, some people are very excited about that, the ones that are into that game. PlanetSide 2, another one that I'm not real pumped about, but I know many people will like that. But the one that I really want to get more than any of them, believe it or not, is this game called The Witness. And I think it'll be coming out the first quarter, soon after the launch of the PS4. Now, The Witness looks like similar to the old game Myst, which is a PC game, and then it was ported over to other platforms, like the PS1, which is where I saw it. Then years later, they had a follow-up on the PlayStation 2 Myst game. I can't remember what it was called, and it was just fantastic. Those are the kind of games that really reinforce the feeling that I knew I made the right choice when I bought my PlayStation 1. When I bought that and played that game Myst, it was almost a religious experience. I love games that just throw you in. There's no strategy guide, no direction. You just kind of, you live in the game, you experience the game, you just go around and you figure it out for yourself. It's very exciting. Those are the kind of games that I could just pull all-nighters and play. They're very, you know, very peaceful and serene. Sometimes I almost dread putting my gaming systems on because I'm not up to a massive shoot fast or multitasking or something like that. So it looks like an interesting game. You can kind of go at your own pace. So I'm very pumped about The Witness in particular. Now we got other games that'll be kind of cross-platform. Need for Speed Rivals, I'm very excited about. That'll probably be one of the very first launch titles that I'm going to get. Now another exclusive that's made by the company that made the wonderful PlayStation MotorStorm game is this game called Drive Club. And once I actually heard just a couple days ago that the same developer that did MotorStorm did it, I had a lot more enthusiasm about it. That game I'm very excited about because you can play it as a multiplayer or a single-player game. So I think that's going to be great. I think it'll be the same thing with Need for Speed Rivals, either single-player or multiplayer. The first quarter, we're hoping to get this new game called The Crew, which looks fantastic. It's kind of a whole, the USA, I don't know if it's so much a cannonball run getting from point A to point B, but you can kind of work your way slowly across the country or in any capacity that you like and enter in different race types, which is very exciting. You can go off-road and kind of go across country off-road through mountains and terrain, which is pretty cool, and then modify your car to do that type of racing. More street racing where the cars are really designed to handle better on pavement. And there's ones that are kind of intermediate. We can kind of go a little bit off-road and both. So that looks very, very good. I'm very excited about that. Let's see, what else do we have? You've got, the Titanfall game, which looks very good. Again, I think that will be probably multi-platformed. Looks very much like, Call of Duty, even the graphics and everything. So I think that's going to be a huge hit. And naturally, as a timed exclusive, that's going to draw a lot of people into the Xbox One right off the bat. And you can't blame them. It does look fantastic, the graphics. So, we got a lot of fantastic games. Now, Wolfenstein, The New Order is one of the games that I am the most pumped about that's coming out. Well, they just announced, actually on the Bethesda, on their Twitter, that now the launch date's been pushed back to March, of next year. So I'm a little bit bummed out about that, but I'd rather wait and have it done right than have them rush it and have some bugs and issues with it, like we had Aliens, Colonial Marines, and others, where they tend to rush games and get them out a little too quick. They just need that extra few months to really fine-tune them and dial them in. I'd rather wait. Even if it means next summer, I want that experience to be fantastic. So I'm very excited about this Wolfenstein, The New Order. The footage I just saw, even this morning, finally I saw some footage of it with the sound as well as the gameplay. And man, it sounds really heavy. Heavy sound of the guns, very explosive nature. I'm very, very excited about that. Now, Grand Theft Auto 5, I have a feeling that'll also be available for the regular Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, and I'm hoping it's going to go on the PS4 and on the new Xbox One as well. So that went out right off the bat. I pre-ordered for the Xbox 360, but I may pick it up again for the PS4 if it's available, just to kind of get that push over the cliff with the graphics and all that, because it really, I think, would aid in the immersion of that game. So again, kind of like the very beginning of the Xbox 360 launch and the PlayStation 3, we'll see many of these that you could get like Call of Duty 2 you can get for the regular Xbox or for the Xbox 360. I think we're going to see that trend probably for that segue into that first year or so of the new console. So I don't know how much longer they're going to continue to develop games naturally for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, but either way, I have a few on pre-order still that are coming. Very excited about that new XCOM game. I definitely have to get that. That's for this gen console. The new, Grand Theft Auto 5. I can't wait to get that. I got a special edition of that one that's coming. I'm really pumped about it. So I'm just very, very excited for this new PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Like I said, so far the only thing that's really pulling me in hard for the Xbox One is Forza 5. But just for that game alone, I gladly would get it. And of course, Xbox has got the funding, and they have some wonderful dev teams. They're going to do a great job at new exclusives and new games. So I'll more than likely get it when I can afford it and when the availability is there. I certainly don't want to pay $1,000 on eBay for one. So that's when I'll have to kind of watch and wait. But I'm very pumped initially that we're going to have all these fantastic games available for both consoles. So let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to. What's a really big pull for you either way, to either get a PlayStation 4 or to get the Xbox One. Tell me the things that you're concerned about with either of the new consoles. Again, it's a lot of nebulous information going around, so a little bit of misinformation. It's a little bit confusing, but as more time goes by, we're getting, we get some more stuff coming up. There's other, gaming, conferences and things that are coming, and Sony's going to be real quickly announcing this new PAX deal, what's coming out, with their games. And I just heard last night that Sony's actually working on 30 new exclusives. Now, 20 of these exclusives will be coming out the first year after the initial launch, which I'm very excited about. So I thought that's more than double what I anticipated. And what I understand is that 12 of those will be new IPs. So Microsoft already announced they have these, 15 new IPs, which is very exciting. So I think we're going to have just a gluttony of wonderful new games, wonderful experiences. I still don't understand how many of these are going to be heavy cloud-based games. I know the technology is there and in place for Sony and I believe Microsoft to down the road, probably a year or so from now, they're going to introduce more games with even more powerful graphics, but it's going to rely heavily on these server-based games, on this cloud system, where they can put in much more information, much more graphical detail, and that your console kind of rides piggyback on a much bigger computer somewhere else. So you'll be able to deliver a fantastic gaming and immersive experience. It's not my cup of tea, but I want to wait and see on it. I'm not closed-minded to innovation, but just a lot of unanswered questions. I'm kind of a caveman with gaming. I like an old Super NES where you just buy the cartridge, you have it forever, take it anywhere with you, plug the damn thing in, pop the cartridge in, and you can play it. Super Star Wars or Outlander or whatever the hell it is. Those are the kind of that's the gaming experience that I'm accustomed to. Some people love the Steam because Steam will allow you to mod games. They give you lots of really cool content, and then once you own that key code for that game, you own it for life. And that's kind of the early DRM deal. The consoles don't, I think, give you as much to really warrant that yet. But I know that that's probably the overall direction that both consoles will be going, kind of following that Steam format. So again, I want what's best for the gaming companies and developers. Again, I'm not an I don't like this DRM thing. To me, I was willing to pay. I mean, naturally, we don't want to pay a lot of money. We don't have to, keep paying if you want to share your games with someone or whatever. I think Sony originally probably patented this thing because they had it also in the works. Now, I don't know if the very last minute they changed their mind and backpedaled themselves, but they just did it before E3, and then Microsoft followed suit. But I think that that's probably the overall direction that gaming is going. I'm not overly opposed to it. I just want what's best for the gaming companies and developers who get many more of these wonderful games. I'm certainly very anti-piracy. I have never stolen even one tune off from the internet or movies or anything. I won't do it. I've had friends, oh dude, I can get your downloads right now for all your favorite songs. I said, no, it's okay, I'll buy them. And I do. I buy the songs. I have no problem paying for games on Steam. I have no problem paying for the songs I like, on iTunes or something like that. But I just don't like stealing things. I'm a big advocate for, what's best for the companies. But at the same time, I want to be able to play the game when I want to play it. Have that kind of feeling for, I guess, posterity. So if I have this game, so today I can put in my original Road Rash from 1995 and a PlayStation 1 or a PlayStation 2 with a PlayStation 1 memory card, and I can still play it today. That's what I really like about gaming, is that many of us are collectors. We want to collect those games. So there's a little bit of kind of a, I'm just not sure as to what the future holds in that, in the way of gaming in this respect. But I'm going to wait and see on it. I think it's going to be a fantastic future. I can't believe the graphics. I can't believe the technology. And I can't believe it's coming really, really soon. So I love the looks of the Xbox One very, very much. And I also like this new PS4. I think they're very handsome designs. I don't think you're going to be able to go wrong either way. Again, I'm not a big fan of the fact this Kinect is built in. I still have, personally, for me as an older dude, have some concerns over some of the privacy issues with the Kinect, even though they say you can turn it on and off. Supposedly you hit pause and it's still on somehow, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. But I'm going to wait and see, and I'm sure that that's all going to be disclosed as the game system is out. There'll be lots of reviews and previews on it, and I'll gather more information and make a new decision. Again, I'm going to, more than likely get it anyway to get the wonderful Forza 5, which I love. I'm a huge fan of Turn 10 Studios. I love Forza Horizon very much, and I certainly love Forza 4. I've spent a small fortune in DLC card packs and all that. So, and I'm going to get that brand new. They just came out with a new, it should be released anytime, this new Xbox 360 Slim, just to kind of, for posterity, keep those Xbox 360 games in my collection going. So, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, what you're looking forward to, and why. And it's just gonna be many more rants. I'm gonna have a lot more impression videos coming of games. I'm just now slowly kind of getting back into my gaming. I've been out of it literally for over a month now because of moving and all that. So Thanks again for your patience. And again, you've been watching another Escape to Gaming with your host, Dean Thompson. Thanks again, guys.